folks, Doug here with Sewell Motor Coach in Harrodsburg, Kentucky on this cold winter day. The sun is shining. I got a perfect opportunity to get a video for you. This Tiffin Allegro bus 37 AP that just rolled in here today, actually this morning before I even woke up. This coach rolled in here to Sewell Motor Coach. It is so clean, it's so nice. It's one of those buses that I don't have to do anything to just to get you a video on. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. We're gonna talk a little bit of business. Then I'm gonna go through and show you outside, inside. Let's get this one done. I'm excited about this coach. This well option Allegro bus is ready for its new owner, or can be very fast. So stick with me to the end, folks. Towards the end of this video, I'm gonna talk about our process, our pricing, how we operate here at Sewell Motor Coach, why you should buy from us, what we do to this coach to get it ready for you, and our delivery process. You're gonna wanna pay attention to that. But let's check out this bus right now and show you what it's all about. And 20 model Tiffin Allegro bus. Looking at the Carfax, it looks to be a one-owner coach in beautiful, beautiful shape. Original tires, and we'll go over the tires here in just a minute so you can understand exactly what we do with tires. 400 and something generator hours, 29,000 miles on it, just rolled. It's like 29,300 miles coming up the highway. We just did an 800-mile test drive on this. The driver told me, in fact, he shot me a text as he was heading to the airport this morning, said it was a great shape, and really the only thing he found that was wrong with it, the freezer kept popping open, so that's something we'll take care of. Classic Tiffin colors, one of my favorite floor plans, definitely one of our best selling floor plans. It was optioned with the Dometic freezer in the basement. Also, it was optioned with the power slide tray, single power slide tray in the basement as well. And just beyond the door behind me is an entertainment system, an exterior entertainment system. One of the cool things about Tiffin is their access points and their access doors. I love this. This is just a good looking access door, very high quality hinges and latches and doors just to access the back of the refrigerator for winterization and access point. Of course, this is the Allegro bus XSP, and what the XSP is basically extra storage height for the new style Allegro bus. Because in 2019, Tiffin redesigned the Allegro bus. Now, this is a 2020, but in 2019, they redesigned the Allegro bus and they called it the XSP, or extra storage something. I can't remember right now exactly what that means, but essentially they custom make their coaches from the ground up, and allows them to raise that belt line up about 6 inches. So it's gonna give you more storage in the basement, and it gives you that flat floor inside the coach all the way throughout. Now, typically when it comes to batteries and tires, I don't talk about that much other than to tell you that we have a very steadfast rule here at Sewell Motor Coach. If a tire is older than 5 years on the steer or 7 years on the drive tires, we automatically replace. These are gonna be original tires all the way around the coach, so this definitely, the steers are gonna get replaced, but I think that the drives still have a good year or two left in them. And I always get the question of what's the age of the battery? So I'm gonna try to, in these videos, talk about the age of the batteries. Well, these are cheaper lead acid Napa batteries. Likely these are gonna be replaced. Most coaches that we sell get batteries replaced unless they were just done recently. And I know how many generator hours on this coach. Well, let's pop the front open and let's see exactly how many generator hours it has. By looking at the generator here, which by the way, looks extremely clean. If this thing was driven through any road salt or anything like that, one of the first things to rust are these bolts on top of the generator, but it looks like we have 481 hours on the generator, which is exactly par for what I like to see. I want to see some average use, average hours. This coach being a 2020 model, 29,000 miles, that's right in line with what I like to see. This coach is probably on the road late 2019 or early 2020, so it's essentially 5 years old now, and with 30,000 miles, that's doing quick math about what, 7,500 miles a year? Exactly what I like to see. And I always love their generator slides. Just feels smooth. very secure as well. Part of the redesign for 2019 model year was the new front cap, the headlights, and that Tiffin badge up front that does light up. There's a switch in there and you push a button and that lights up at night. Nice beautiful Tiffin emblem at the campground for everybody to see, but it's not too obtrusive. It's not going to create problem in somebody else's coach. It's just a beautiful way to show everybody that you own a Tiffin. As Tiffin always says, roughing it smoothly. That is definitely a motto they have stood by. I love Tiffin product. We're a huge fan, especially in these years. 2020 and older are some of our favorite coaches to sell. I don't often cover or talk about the AquaHot systems in these coaches, but it's so cold out here. Thought, well, why not take this opportunity to tell you about the 450D AquaHot. But I love the AquaHot 450D because it's going to give you zone pumps to all of the coach, but also there is an engine loop in the to the engine here. And what that does when you're driving down the road, it gives you hot water and ability to heat your coach using the AquaHot system without having to burn additional diesel fuel. It uses the loop in the engine, runs that boiler fluid through the engine block, and allows you to have hot water using the engine block heat. Of course, if you have any more questions about AquaHot or any of the systems on this coach, jump on our website, shoot us an email, or just give us a call. Let's pop the engine bay open on this one and look inside and see what's under there. I got a feeling this is a really clean one. Really clean engine bay. Again, there's that service, March 6, 2024. But everything under here is really, really clean, very well cared for. Whoever owned this coach took good care of it. Looks like they've serviced it just the way they're supposed to. I don't see any rust issues or no road salt like I was talking about up front with the generator. No indication it's ever been on any kind of road salt or anything. One of the things that always strikes me is the entryway of any Tiffin late model Allegro bus. I absolutely love their entryways. They knocked it out of the park when they changed the design and did all this tile entryway. Granted, if the coach is in good shape. Because let me tell you folks, there is a difference between a nice, well-kept Tiffin Allegro bus and one that has been abused. If you see the inventory on my channel, it's easy to get used to seeing nice, clean, super well-maintained one-owner, two-owner coaches like this, because we weed through a lot of motorhomes. We turn down so many deals because of miscare and misuse and damage and just overall rough machines. So we have to weed through a few to find these nice ones, and that's what we have here for you today. Put my hoodie on here. It's a little bit cold on the ears. Seamless slides, folks. This is one of the last year, I think 20, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I think 2022 was the last year or of the seamless slides. But essentially what this is a one-piece molded fiberglass slide out all the way around. This whole entire slide, if you can see right here, is one molded piece of fiberglass. This is one of the best slide systems you could ever have in a fiberglass motorhome. I absolutely love these. I am so sad to see that Tiffin get away from this. Hopefully they change their mind and go back to the seamless slides, and maybe there's just a year or two without, or 3 maybe. But I have no control at Tiffin, so I'm selling used pre-owned motorhomes. I'm telling you, this is one of the best slide outs you can get. There's no potential for this to leak. The only time it could ever leak is if your slide seals are compromised in some way. Water can get in that way, but as far as the slide box rotting out, never going to happen. This is a one-piece molded piece of fiberglass. Now let's get back here and show you the Vroom slides that have been updated. As you can see here, Vroom slide systems. I'm going to go around. I'm going to show you the other one too, but this is just a much more beefier slide system and far superior, again, to the tune of like $4,500 to $5,000 for each one to be done. So that's huge. And again, all 4 of these slide outs are the seamless slides. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you the other side too. This is that longer bathroom slide. As you can see, this is like looks like about an 18-foot slide out. So it's pretty heavy duty. It's got all of your television, fireplace, bathroom, vanity sinks, all that stuff. And it's Vroom slide system as well. I'm about to freeze my knuckles off. Let's get back inside where the heated floors are on, the AquaHot's on, and it's like 71 in there. Feels like Florida. Well, not Florida this winter. And honestly, folks, in my opinion, and of course I'm gonna be biased because I'm trying to sell you something, I think I have one of the nicest 2020 37 AP coaches in the country. And with what we're gonna do, stay tuned to the end of the video. Like I already told you, with what we do to these coaches to get them ready for you, I think it's a deal that cannot be beat. But let's get inside and check this out, because I got the heat on in there and I need the heat. My hands are freezing. All right, well, welcome into this 2020 Tiffin Allegro bus. Well, I'm excited on this one. Like I said, back in the day, I say this in a lot of videos, when I do like a late model Tiffin bus, a 19 or 20 or even a 21, before I decided to start selling motorhomes, a Tiffin Allegro bus in this size, we were actually looking at a 40 IP. It was this was at the top of our list, a 2020 Tiffin Allegro bus. We ended up buying an Integra Anthem, because of the tag axle, and the price point was about the same, and we actually got a tag axle, but my wife really wanted the Allegro bus. But let's turn the camera around. I'm going to show you up at the dash here exactly what's going on and the good. And this is a very well optioned coach. All right, Tiffin Allegro bus, probably some of the most unique driving coaches. They build their coach from the ground up. I love their dash here. As you can see, we have 29,667 miles. I don't know if you can see that or not. I apologize if you can't. Beautiful dash there. This does have air and hydraulic leveling. You can use both air or hydraulic from that touchpad there. And then we have the huge triple vision backup camera with side view. And then we have the navigation unit here. Great options in this coach with dual zone heated floors, the huge 102-inch sofa. I love those sofas. All this furniture is made by Villa. Freestanding recliner.
Oh, well, king in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
With the ottoman there, we do have a fireplace. There is another fireplace in the bedroom. I can't wait to show you that one. Of course, we have beautiful lighting, cherry wood cabinetry, power day-night roller shades, MCD shades, all the goodies. One of my favorite options in a coach is the computer dinette workstation. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a booth. I just totally prefer this. Also, I love the fact in this floor plan that the dinette is close to the front door and it's on the patio side of the coach. Moving over to the galley, we have 2019 was the first year of the kitchen window. Yes, this is a 2020, but I only say 19 because that was the first year of a massive body style change. As I alluded to previously, I love the Corian countertops. I love all the underlit cabinet here. Underlit countertops, underlit cabinets. I mean, just wonderful. Fit and finish for Tiffin is among the best for sure. There's our flat panel television with the tile backsplash in behind it. That's a really good touch by Tiffin there. Continuing on in the galley, we're going to have a dishwasher, sharp carousel convection microwave oven, a panel ready refrigerator. I love the panel ready fridges. So you got that cherry wood panels. That's huge. And they just managed to tuck all kinds of drawers and cabinetry all around the coach. And we have an induction cooktop dual compartment sink rounded out with water in the door, ice down in the drawer. And yes, there is a very nice sized pantry. Plenty of room in that pantry to store all kinds of goodies. Just across from that is going to be our whole house touch panel here. And you just touch that screen right there. And you can see we can pretty much operate everything in the coach that you can imagine, from the heated floors to the inverter. Turn on and off the water pump, the AquaHot system, operate your shades, all of your lighting, slide outs, and lots of other stuff. Right next to that is going to be the entrance to what's probably most unique about this coach is the bathroom and this floor plan. Tiffin just knocked it out of the park with the design here. I love the vanity in this coach. Dual compartment sink and that beautiful wall there of tile. Topped with 2 vanity mirrors. Coach has been winterized, so we got a little bit of the pink stuff there, but a beautiful shower here with Corian walls and tile inlays. As we exit the bathroom through the second exit, you'll notice we have an absolutely stunning bathroom. One of my favorite options for the new model year 2019 and 20 and up. It was the options that were taken on this bedroom. We'll talk about that in just a second, but as we pan over to the left, I want you to notice something cool. Although there is a little bit of negative when it comes to this tilt bed, I'm going to get to that in a second. The positive is that it creates a tremendous amount of floor space when the bed is in the up position, really making this bedroom feel wide open. And we do have a tilt bed. This bed does have to be up in the up position in order for you to, for the slides to come in. In fact, when you push the slide button, the bed automatically goes up. And yes, of course, it's a king-size bed. I love the flat floors throughout the coach. So all the way from front to back, we have a flat floor. That's part of that XSP, extended storage height, or extended storage. I don't know what the P means. Leave a comment down below, because the Phaeton's, it's XSH, extended storage height. But in the Allegro bus, it's XSP. So if you know what that is, please leave a comment down below. We have a beautiful fireplace here, wrapped with that Corian and a television. And yes, there is a window back there. That is an emergency egress window. And just lots of more storage, drawers, and cabinetry inside the coach, not including our laundry center here and a 3/4 length closet. And we have a real nice laundry center here. The thing I love about this laundry center is you got your washer on the bottom and your dryer on the top. When the clothes are dry, you just pop them out, slide them over here on the bed. Makes for real easy folding. Huge closet as we open up here, 3/4 length closet, lots of hanging, plenty of lighting in there. All right, but you might be asking yourself, and you may be asking me, Doug, what about the slides in? What's the coach like with the slide outs on the in position? Because sometimes you have to be able to use the coach and not be able to put the slides out. Well, this one is definitely a mixed bag. I'm going to show you everything. The 37 AP up front is really, really good. I love when they put the dinette towards the front. I think that's an optimal place for the dinette on the passenger side, on the front of the slide. I love that. Tiffin is one of the manufacturers that really focuses on getting that dinette on the front passenger side. I just think it's a great place to put it. But overall, it's good. It's good that you have a lot of room to move back. The negative is back there. I'm going to show you that. It may not be a negative for you. I'm going to show you why I think it's a negative. How we do it, folks, full disclosure here at Sewell Motor Coach, we have plenty of room behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat right here. Plenty of room to move about. And as we enter the living area, you have an ample amount of floor space, a good 16, 18 inches to walk without even having to step on the carpet. You got this freestanding recliner here that has plenty of room, plenty of freestanding room there. We did flip the ottoman upside down on the sofa. That is a massive sofa. You can sit in the chairs at the dinette while you're driving down the road if you so desire. Just follow the laws of your state. You can sit on the sofa, and somebody can even sit on the sofa and you'll be able to walk by. But as you can see, there's plenty of room. I don't even have to turn sideways. Plenty of room to get to the back here. We can get to pretty much everything in our galley. We can get to our refrigerator. It's a little bit restricted at the refrigerator. We're probably going to have access to one of the doors. But once you get past that little skinny spot, it opens up back there. And again, a little bit of a negative is back there. I'll be happy to show you that. But we have plenty of access into our bathroom. I don't really have to squeeze at all. I've got a big, heavy sweatshirt on. My rear end is touching the counter. That's just because I'm kind of leaning against the counter. But I can get through here. I do have to turn sideways when I get to the rear bathroom. Now, it's a little bit of a squeeze for me. It's not going to be for most people. I do have to squeeze just a little bit to get into the bathroom. But once I'm in here, I have full range of motion. Wash my hands, use the commode. I cannot get into the shower with the slides in, so that's a negative. But I mean, I don't know how many people are going to take a shower with the slides in going down the road anyway. Again, I just have to squeeze a little bit. My belly is touching the wall here, and my back is on the refrigerator. No problem for me. Again, I'm a plus size fella, so you know, if I can get through here, likely you can too. But as we get to the back bedroom here, once we get past that refrigerator, it doesn't feel claustrophobic. You can get back here. You can get to the bed, but I'm going to turn the camera around and show you something that's a slight bit of a negative. Not as bad as some coaches, but besides having a beautiful fireplace that you can run while you're driving down the road and a TV right across from your bed while you're driving down the road, I guess the negative is going to be that this is a tilt-a-bed. The bed has to be in the up position in order for the slides to come in. The positive to this is that it's a king-size bed, so you can still, if you have to use the bed with the slide rooms in, you can still sleep long ways on this bed, no problem. Two people are not going to be quite as comfortable as if you were laying the other way, but it's definitely doable in an emergency situation. So yes, it does have a tilt-a-bed. The tilt-a-bed has to be in the up position for the slides to work. And there you go. You can't say I didn't show you everything. Well, I guess you can say I didn't show you everything, because I don't have time in the video to show you everything. Like, I normally don't pop open the bays on these, but I do want to turn the camera around and show you up close about this vroom slide system. And essentially, there it is, folks. That is the updated vroom slide system. Both of the Schwintek slides have been upgraded to vroom slides. They are smooth. They are effortless. Vroom, if you're watching this, please give me a call. We want to be a installer for you. We want to be able to install your product. We sell a lot of Tiffin coaches. It's just a huge plus that this has the vroom slides already done. I don't know the exact value, but I've heard people float around that it's like $4,500 or $5,000 per slide. So I mean, theoretically, you could have about $10,000 in upgrades done to the slides on this coach that you never have to worry about again. At least I hope you never have to worry about again. I think that's a huge plus. I wish we could get our hands on the parts to do vroom slide updates. A Tiffin Allegro bus is one of the most unique driving coaches. I guess, I don't know if I call it the unique drive, but more of the way they set up their cockpits and their seats. Their seats are some of the most comfortable seats on the market. Hear that? Actually, this one's quiet. I can already tell that this one's really quiet. But let's get it. Let's take it to the stress test. I got to reach back here on this panel back here and put this in high ride mode, because the Allegro bus is going to come with air and hydraulic leveling, and I can raise this coach up a few inches or I can drop it down a few inches, whatever I prefer. And it also has the air dampening system, so if you hear that noise as we're driving down the road, the air bags are going to adjust and keep the coach as level as possible. Okay, I've got it in high ride. Now let's put this thing through the twist test and see if this dash is as quiet as I think it will be. Very little noise. Let me close this. Got to close this window. I can already tell very little noise. A little bit. That noise you're hearing is going to come, well, that noise you're hearing is me talking. But that noise you're hearing is going to be the door making a little bit of noise. We can mitigate some of that. Looks like I'm clear there. Let's put it through the real test. Dash is quiet. This one's a real quiet one. The 37 AP with the 450 horsepower, this coach is like 38 and some change feet long. This thing's a rocket ship, folks. The 450 in this coach is very, very good driving coach. So it's quiet, very minor amount of air noise, extremely minor. That's something also that we do during the process, is try to chase down any air noises, any rattles, squeaks. Never are we ever able to get one perfectly quiet like a Prevost, but it's also not a Prevost. We're already at 55, 60 miles an hour now. Super nice driving coach. It's easy to drive. Leave a comment down below, folks. Don't be afraid to hurt my feelings. It does not bother me if you want to leave a constructive criticism comment. And for those of you folks who are interested in buying a coach from Soul Motor Coach, learning more about our process and how we operate, financing, trade-ins, what we're going to do to this coach to get it ready, you want to pay attention to the next 5 to 10 minutes. If you just clicked on this video to see a beautiful, pretty coach, well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. All right, folks. Well, thank you for sticking in there to the end of this video, to this part of the video. We certainly If you can't tell, we have a tremendous amount of fun doing these. If you can't tell, we love what we do here at Soul Motor Coach. I hope it shows. That's the goal for me, is to help you understand with as much transparency as possible the way we operate, and let our process be shown through full transparency. And that's what we aim to do here at Soul Motor Coach. Every coach goes through the same process. I always like to start out with the inspections, because if you're looking at a coach like this at another dealer or an individual, and something just isn't right, and you just don't feel right about it, and you're just not sure, and something just isn't sitting right with you on the deal, whether it be the coach or the dealer or the individual, folks, I highly implore you to get the coach inspected by a professional inspector with good reviews. All right, listen to what I'm telling you, because it's so important that you buy the right coach. Buy from a good dealer. But if you can't trust the dealer you're buying from, and some people buy from big box dealers, and there's nothing wrong with that, just understand the deal that you're getting, get the coach inspected, and all should be fine. At least you'll know, if you're getting a good quality inspection, at least you'll know what you're buying. That leads me into the next part about our process and what we do. Before I buy this coach, I get the coach inspected for myself, just to make sure I'm doing my due diligence. It's so important that I understand what I'm buying. Anybody can tell me what their coach is, but until I get there and a third-party inspector or one of my guys goes and gets in the coach and inspects it, we never really know what we're buying. Most of the time it's fine, but you wouldn't believe the amount of coaches that we go after and look, and people will just, people are people, okay? They will lie to you, they'll do whatever it takes to get the sale done. Other dealers and individuals, unfortunately, that's part of this. I mean, that's just the way it is, unfortunately, and believe me, I know. We deal with all of them. We've bought coaches all over this country in almost every state. I can't tell you how many times we've flown a driver out or an inspector out, and the coach was not what we anticipated. In fact, in my accounting system, my wife has an accounting code entered just for failed inspections, because we have so many coaches that fail inspection. And that's just part of the business. Maybe we're too picky. I don't know. We try to do things the right way. We try to tell the people, please let us know if there's issues that, and that save us the time and the money. And most will do that, but there's occasionally at least one or two times a month when we go to buy one and it's just not what it was supposed to be. And we turn down a lot of coaches for maintenance issues and cosmetic issues and pet smells and all the negative things that you might run across when buying one of these motorhomes. So with that being said, get the coach inspected, know what you're buying. We get every coach inspected, but we do 3 inspections on every coach. So that's why I'm telling you this, so you understand our process. I highly welcome an outside inspector. They got to be vetted by me. I got to make sure it's somebody that I know is qualified to come in and operate the coach and inspect it for you. But we highly welcome outside inspections. Let me get that out of the way. But our inspections don't stop there. After we buy the coach, once we get it inspected, everything's good. We wire money, we send money, we purchase the coach, whatever we're going to do, and we send a driver out. And that driver is going to basically start our second inspection. They're going to drive that coach back to Kentucky. In this case, it came 800 miles up the highway. The driver told me everything was really, really good. He found some weird part that floated out underneath the cabinet or something like that. I don't know, whatever it was. And he said one of the cameras was acting funny, I think, or something like that. No big deal. That's all we found on our inspection coming up the highway. But that second inspection essentially begins when we pick it up, but really starts when it gets here to Soul Motor Coach. And we're going to put 1 or 2 of our guys in it to check the coach over, to make sure all the major systems are working. Essentially, all we're doing in this inspection is making sure the roof is good, the air conditioners work. There's not any parts that we're going to have to order or anything that's going to slow us down during the third inspection, because once you decide that this is the right coach for you, you're going to send us a non-refundable partial payment, and we're going to start getting that coach ready for you. We call this the PDI, or otherwise known as the pre-delivery inspection. That's where we're going to go through the coach. We're going to touch every button. We're going to operate every system, and we're going to service everything that needs to be serviced to get the coach ready for you. And we service the engine, the generator, the AquaHot, transmission if it needs it. We're going to do a wheels off chassis inspection. We're going to take the wheels off and literally inspect the chassis. If it needs brakes, it gets brakes. All the chassis components are going to get lubed. Again, we're going to do a generator service. Anything and everything that can be serviced absolutely will be serviced. So after all of that, the inspection process, the service, we do some detailing that I think is second to none. We do paint correction on most coaches unless they're just in beautiful shape and just need a simple wax. But we do paint correction on most units during the process. Interior detailing, that takes at least a day or two. We're going to do a enzyme treatment inside the coach to make sure the coach is ready for the next owner. And after all that's said and done, what we call delivery day is what's next. Delivery day is when it's time for you to pick up your new coach. We don't want to just flip you the keys and wish you the best of luck. We want you to come in and stay at least a night with us. So if this is your first luxury Class A motorhome, you really need to plan on 2 nights and 3 days. But if you're a seasoned vet, maybe 1 night will work for you. But we essentially want you to stay as long as it takes to get you familiar with how all the systems in the coach work. When you pull out of here, we want you to understand how to operate all the systems in the coach. Because at the end of the day, folks, if you don't know how to operate this coach, you're just throwing your money out the window. You're not going to have fun with it if you don't understand how to use it. This is a lifestyle purchase. This isn't like buying a house, or this isn't like buying a car. This is a lifestyle. You're purchasing a lifestyle. In fact, in terms of investment, it's a depreciating asset, and many financial advisors will tell you it's a horrible investment to put your money into a depreciating asset. But you're buying a lifestyle. You're purchasing a lifestyle with this coach, and we want to help you be part of that lifestyle. We want to help you understand how to use this coach so you can enjoy that lifestyle. Because if you're going to spend this kind of money, it's so important that you go out and enjoy it. There is nothing like getting out on the road and going out and enjoying, having your home in any location that you want it to be. Everything that you enjoy inside this coach, and you can put it wherever you want. Any beach, any mountain range, out west, all the wonderful places you get to go see in this motorhome. And that, folks, truly is the American dream. In my opinion, that's why I'm so passionate about what we do here at Soul Motor Coach. It's a huge part of our business. Now let's talk a little bit about pricing. This is an easy one to talk about. We are a one price dealer. Our first price is our last price. You never have to worry about negotiating with Soul Motor Coach. We're going to be the best deal in the market. Not always the cheapest, but we're always going to be the best deal when you compare apples to apples and everything that we include. We're a market-based price dealer, so we're going to be the best deal. And everything that I've mentioned to you is included, from the detailing to the delivery process, the inspections, the repairs, and the service, all included at that price. The only thing we charge additional is a $399 documentation fee. One time, you pay no other fees. Everything is included. Well, what about trade-ins, Doug? What do you do with trade-ins? Well, we have the same philosophy when it comes to trade-ins as we do with the pricing. We're one price ACV trade-in dealer, meaning the number I give you on your trade-in, this is pretty simple. I try to explain this as simply as possible. I'll buy your coach for the number I give you on trade-in, regardless if you buy mine or not. So if you're looking at this coach and you want to trade yours in and you just want to sell me yours, happy to do it. Now, one caveat, it has to be a coach that we want to keep and resell here at Soul Motor Coach. That doesn't mean I can't hook you up. If it's not a coach that we, or a unit that we want to keep and resell here at Soul Motor Coach, likely if I had just gotten 2 or 3 wholesale bids and given you the very best bid, if you still want to sell that unit, I'll be happy to facilitate that or hook you up directly with the wholesaler that put the bid on that, and I'm sure they'd love to buy it from you. I don't know if it gets any more simple than that, working a deal, knowing what you're paying up front and knowing what you're going to get for your trade-in, knowing that you can get a check written to you for that unit regardless. No games played here, folks. So I like to say, to round up all these statements that I've made, that we take all the risk out of buying one of these coaches. We want you to go out and have a blast. And if you don't trust what I'm saying, just simply jump on Google, type in Soul Motor Coach, and see what other people are saying about us. But not only that, if you're buying from another dealer, if you're looking at another dealer or considering a coach from another dealer, make sure you jump on their Google page and see what people are saying about them. Whether that dealer is doing good business or bad business, people are going to tell on them. 100%. We have all the financing you could ever imagine, have all the same banks that the big box dealers have, from US Bank, Bank of America. I mean, just dozens and dozens of opportunities with banks that we have. So competitive rates, competitive terms, no problem. Well, thank you for sticking in there to the end of this one. This has been a fun one. I love this coach. I hope you do too. Leave a comment down below. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. And let's talk soon.